don't know if we're live. We are live. We were chatting away there.
We were, yeah.
Oh my God. Like, what did we just witness? What was that? I was like, I was laughing, I was cheering, I was dancing, I was rocking out next door. That was awesome.
Great.
That was different.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
What's your sound like?
So I guess it's kind of it's a mixture of all sorts of things. You know, I love all music, but you know, Arctic Monkeys was like a big influence, and you know, and just weird stuff. You know, bits of like 70s new wave, like Ian Dury, and then 90s Britpop as well, like Pulp. You know, and I try to take all those weird, disparate influences and put them into something you don't kind of expect. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favourite moment of that was same train, different destination. What was that one?
Different
departure
departure
times. That was it. I've got it already. No, that was awesome. And did you notice a certain, some of you may know him or may recognise him, Mr. Matty B, who's usually this side of the camera, was actually performing there with Scott Freeman and the Tokyo Sex Whales.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this name.
Okay, so back when I first formed the Tokyo Sex Whales at the end of 2014, I wanted a name that was different and kind of summed up the sound.
Yeah.
And my guitarist at the time, Tim, I was saying, I watched the band name be, and he just goes, Tokyo Sex Whales. I was like, whoa, where did that come from? And he goes, he's an African politician. I said, what? And he goes, yeah, you pronounce it Tokyo Sex Quali, but it's spelt Sex Whale.
Was he on a wind-up?
I thought this, and then I'm a man of research, so I went on Google, and we looked it up, and yeah, so there is a man named Tokyo Sequali, but it's spelled Sex Whale, and so I thought this is perfect, because not only does it sound good, but it has a quirky story behind it.
It definitely does. Well, that kind of ruins my next question, because I
Okay.
was going to literally ask sex as in orientation or intercourse.
It's
Clearly not.
you know,
it's just an African dude's name.
It's just, yeah, it's whatever you read into it. put
Those
into
sexy whales.
Sexy whales. Yeah, I've a band of very sexy whales, so I can say that. Very.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, you're as magnificent as a band as
Thanks.
a beautiful whale. So you've got some upcoming. Well, you've got one particular date that I noticed earlier. Railway Inn, is that right?
Yes, we're playing at the Railway Inn in Winchester on March the 4th. Which we're very excited about. I lived in Winchester for 9 years, so it's a city that's close to my heart, so it's always fun seeing old friends there and making new friends there. So, yeah, if people are local and want to come down, Railway, March the 4th, place to be.
Brilliant. I was obviously looking at some of your stuff because I hadn't come across you before now.
Cool.
Only to find videos where it's almost implying that you are a one-man band. You're like playing all the instruments. Do you play?
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
When I started writing songs when I was 9, and
Wow.
until I was 12, I couldn't actually play an instrument. I just had songs come fully formed into my head,
Yeah.
and so I'd get a tape player and sing the melody and then sing the guitar part and sing the drum part. And I thought this was normal until years later when people were like, oh no, we just like, we get in a room as a band and try and figure something out. And I'm like, I'm coming to the band with a full song formed. And so I realised, oh, I've got to learn to play all these instruments in order to get these songs out of here.
Yeah.
Because every time I bring the song, one of those songs in part to a band, they come with their own ideas. And, you know, I love collaboration. I love bringing people into a room to add lots of stuff. But then sometimes with a song, you just want the kick drum to go just a certain way. And I can be a bit pernickety about that. So
I was just going to ask you, a bit of a perfectionist then. I mean, they need to watch themselves, don't they? Because if they do something, they're out.
Yeah,
I just play it myself.
Yeah,
Go on, off
I should be like James Brown and I fine them if they
Yes,
make a
absolutely.
single mistake.
So do you come up with all the sort of song titles as well as most of the writing?
Yeah, so I'll come up with a song and then I'll with my YouTube channel where I'm doing nearly weekly uploads of these songs, I'll figure out all the different parts that go along with it, and then I'll share it in the world, and then if the band watch those videos and go, oh, I liked that one, we'll do it. So our second track tonight, Pretty Faces and Vacant Spaces, that was a YouTube song back in July, and I put it out there. And Robin, our drummer, he really liked that one. So I was like, okay, we'll do that one then, you know. And the ones they never mention, we just don't do those ones.
I was listening to one earlier called Bacon Bits.
Oh, really?
And it's given me the question, So your favourite type of bacon? Because there are quite a few, and I particularly like. I was chatting to Becky and Dom upstairs. The American rashers, you know, that really kind of crunchy, crispy bacon that you can't really get over here.
No.
Who are you? Who are you in the bacon world?
I'm more of a.
He's going to say vegan now, isn't he?
No, that would be hilarious after having a song called Bacon Bits. No, I'm a bacon lardons guy. I make a lot of like mac and cheese, and I like a couple of sprinkling those little bacon lardons in. So I'm going to be quirky and alternative and say that.
I like that. Red or brown sauce?
I can't be touching red. Got to be brown for me.
It's got to be brown.
Yeah.
We can be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends.
Okay, well, I'm running out of things to ask you here that are like, I just want to ask you like really eccentric questions now because you're an eccentric person.
Okay.
We've had the bacon question. Talk about some of your sort of like music upcoming releases. Is there anything kind of in the pipeline?
So getting ready to relaunch my third album. Unfortunately, you know, as what's been going on in the world with COVID, I released my third album. And then a few months later, just as I was getting ready to go do something with it, everything got locked down. And so it kind of took a lot of the momentum out of my sales. And I've just been waiting for a good time for when things felt like they were fairly steady. And it seems like things are kind of getting back on track now. So I thought, okay, this summer we'll finally, 3 years later, it almost feels like we released at the end of 2019, we're going to do a big blowout for it and a big send-off for that album that's kind of been lurking in the background. And then I can finally get onto the fourth album. So we're so behind. But
wow, 3 albums already. I mean, you heard it here.
Yeah,
you don't mess around, do you? But he's been writing since he was 9, so I guess.
Yeah, I got a huge back. I've got album 4 and 5 written as well, and it's really annoying. I kind of want to be releasing the 5th one this year and working on that, but I've got all this backlog of stuff to do. It's just, I don't know, being creative is really annoying. It's good because it's like you're constantly pumping stuff out and hopefully getting better, but it's also like I'm so behind. I need to get more done. It's just Where
can we find your music?
So you can find me on YouTube. So type in Scott Freeman into YouTube. I'm the first thing that comes up. You'll just see my screaming face. It'll pop up straight away. And I post lots of new music up there all the time. As soon as I write a song, I'll produce it in my little studio and then I'll put it out there. And if you would like to contribute to me as an artist, then you can go to bandcamp.com, type in Scott Freeman, and I have my first few albums up there, and you can pay whatever you like for the albums, or you can download them for free. Most people don't pay for music these days, you know, so I give people the option to pay for free, and usually people are quite generous. But if you want to download them for free, that's cool with me. If you want to give me 50 quid for one of my albums, which someone did once, I couldn't believe it, but someone did on Bandcamp, you are more than welcome to. So give
this man 50 quid. Go and get his albums. Go and download them now.
Album 2, Have Fun Being Single's a good one.
Oh, I like that.
It's got some of the guys who played in the room. Actually, Matt mixed and mastered that album. So, even more of a reason to support it.
Oh, you've been absolutely brilliant. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you too, Hannah. Thank you.
Scott Freeman and the Tokyo Sex Whales. We had Gloria. I always use her name first. We had Frankie and Glow, don't you know, up first, and what a wonderful evening of live music it's been. We've had a bit of a break here at Mayfield. We haven't had any releases now for 2 months, but the next single is coming up, and it's on the 4th of March, and it's by yours truly, so keep your eyes peeled. Another collaboration, my second, with Noodlebeard, Mr. Semaine in there. Keep your eyes peeled for that, and lots of big things coming up, I'm hoping. Let's just grab it, man. What else can we talk about? I think that's it. Have we run out of time? Have we run out of time?
I don't know.
What are they saying next door?
Yeah.
This has been Mayfield Records. This has been the live stream, show number 19. I've been Hannah Reem. Please send my best to Lauren Potter. Put some little comments on there, some love hearts, and hope that she gets better soon.